BJP's jibe at Kejriwal. Amit Malviya has tweeted, Manish Sisodia has been abandoned by Arvind Kejriwal. Yesterday, Kejriwal didn't say a word in defense of the new liquor excise policy, which caused a huge loss to the Delhi government. Today, Sisodia had to come out to defend Sisodia. But AAP is unable to explain why the policy was reversed. We know this is the big question from Congress and the BJP, the fact that they went back to a 15-year-old policy set in place by Sheila Dikshit. And Sisodia today came out, and now we're joined by Amit Malviya himself to talk about that. Very good afternoon to you, sir. So we saw that yesterday, Atishi had addressed this. She had said that they were unable to implement their new policy in full because in just 48 hours, it had been limited by Anil Baijal, which is why they had to, eventually go back to the old policy when that FIR was filed. I give you that they didn't give you a straight answer. But how satisfied are you with that response?
Well, that response is not satisfactory at all. And what needs to be noted is that Arvind Kejriwal came out yesterday in the press and did not say a word in defense of the new excise policy that was touted as this big reform that would bring in a lot of money to the Delhi government. They had promised 10,000 crores worth of revenue, and eventually what they reported was about 2,000 crores. So whereas those 8,000 crore rupees that were supposed to come in gone. The other important point is that Sisodia today is a lonely man in the Aam Aadmi Party. Even Arvind Kejriwal has abandoned him. He had to come out today to defend himself against these raids. So the question is it an admission of the fact that there was massive corruption and Arvind Kejriwal now wants to completely disassociate himself from Manish Sisodia? Because remember, none of the decisions that Manish Sisodia took had the approval of the Delhi cabinet. And in that sense, it is very easy to make Arvind Kejriwal leave Sisodia all alone. It could be said that he acted on his own, which is the case. He did not have the powers to give instructions that he gave. He operated through several excise officers. Many of them have been arrested and suspended and are being questioned by the agencies. So clearly, the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal in particular have realized that the CBI and other agencies will get to the bottom of this. There is huge money that has exchanged hands. The money was possibly used to fund Punjab elections for the Aam Aadmi Party. There are several licensees who were not entitled to get these bar or liquor licenses and were given the licenses. There was money that they were supposed to put as deposits, which were waived off by the Delhi government illegally for financial gratification. All these details are going to emerge out. The CBI charge sheet names several people, and most of them associated with liquor barons and people who have been in this business. So clearly it's a very, very murky deal. The details are going to be very ugly. Manish Sisodia will go to the jail like Satyendra Jain is. All that Arvind Kejriwal can do at this point in time is to sort of pull himself out of this situation so that he survives this onslaught.
So, Manish Sisodia is confident that there is no money trail. But how confident are you, considering you're alleging that there was a huge scam here to the tune of thousands of crores? How confident are you about the unearthing of this money trail?
Well, it is not for me to be confident because the agencies are the ones that are looking at the money trail. The ED has now moved in from what we have learned from media. It's for them to explore the money trail, but the number of people who've been named in the FIR, including few from the media fraternity, even management in liquor industry, clearly it's a deadly nexus which was at work. People were making money left, right, center, and a lot of money was being plowed back to the Aam Aadmi Party so that they could fight the Punjab elections. And from the looks of it, it seems that there is huge evidence that the agencies have, and the money trail will be unearthed. That is for the ED to step in and look at. It's not for representatives of political parties to comment on. But one thing is quite clear, that the loss to the exchequer is real. There is money that has exchanged hands. The Delhi government has lost money. There are people who've got illegal licenses, and they have got so because they paid the Aam Aadmi Party a lot of money through various conduits of Manish Sisodia. There are pictures of Manish Sisodia with these liquor barons. which are now doing the rounds in social media, and people are asking questions about his association with people who are involved with this kind of murky business. So in all, it's not as clear as Sisodia would like all of us to believe. If you looked at his face, it had dropped. He seemed, discolored this morning. Clearly, the CBI had asked him tough questions, it seems. We'll have to wait for the investigation to unfold. But Sisodia is not going out. That is very clear. He will go to jail like Satyendra Jain is in.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon and giving us your valuable time. Now,